Let's talk about the 2025 Royal Rumble. And hello, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I've done a long form video on here too. I've done a bunch of shorts on here. If you want to check them out, definitely go ahead. Like I said with this channel, this is a bunch of grab bag of stuff. Whatever I feel like talking about, I make a video on it. In 2024, towards the end, made a plan that I want to make more long form videos. Didn't do that necessarily in January because I was caught up with other stuff, but I'm trying on here, going back into it, starting in February with the long form video. I just need to do a quick little thought about the Royal Rumble. So allow me to give my little thoughts and opinions on the Royal Rumble winners and why I think there actually were some good decisions with the booking as far as the winners here and what could potentially happen maybe. I'll say it's with the 2025 Royal Rumble. It was actually a really good premium live event. I know it's weird. I call it pay-per-view, but it's technically a premium live event now. But if I say pay-per-view, it really means that. You get what I'm saying here. I'm still in that era where I call it a pay-per-view. Yeah, from top to bottom, I thought it was a really good match here. Some little things I wasn't too sure about at first, but after a couple days going through it, I understand the booking decisions. Let's start off with the women's match.
Hey everybody, listen, post-edit Fonz here. I just want to make a quick little thing with this video. I switched up the titles when I was making the video. I kept saying the Women's World Championship for Tiffany Stratton, but I meant to say the WWE Women's Championship. I just flipped those two titles in my head. My bad. So you know, with that video, still qualifies with Tiffany Stratton and the Charlotte Flair part, but I'm aware that I made a mistake and I meant to say the other champion. So just flip those. You'll understand what I mean. All right, back to the video.
That might be recency bias here, but I think this Women's Royal Rumble is one of the best ones in recent memory. It could be in the conversation for one of the better Women's Royal Rumble matches of all time. I know it's maybe way too early for that, but I think it was really good. What I actually was a big fan of was seeing a bunch of NXT talent joining the Rumble. Because in years past, in early parts of the Women's Royal Rumble, we saw a lot of WWE women's legends. And while it was great, I think there was just so much talent in the NXT pool that it was nice to see a lot of NXT talent join the main roster with the Royal Rumble match, including Roxanne Perez, who lasted to the final two, who shows that she, I think, is going to be an absolute star. When the time is right when she'll called up. My prediction is probably a little bit after WrestleMania she'll get called up. Because in tradition, we see a lot of NXT superstars go to the Royal Rumble, don't do that much on the main roster, then get officially called up after Mania. And there wasn't a lot of huge surprises here and kind of legendary wrestlers here. Trish Stratus and Nikki Bella did make an appearance, which was nice to see, but I think that was more than enough. And it was nice to see the return of Alexa Bliss, who's been out of action for close to 2 years now. She got a nice pop with the crowd. And of course, the winner, Charlotte Flair, coming back after a year away from injury. I know a lot of fans aren't too happy about it, but I'm going to be honest with you, I actually don't mind that winner. I think it's if they do this right. Say what you want about Charlotte Flair. She's one of the top women's wrestlers of all time, part of the Women's Revolution, multi-time champion, main events in multiple shows. She is a star, no doubt about it. And again, she was out of action for well over a year now, so what better way to bring her back into the Royal Rumble, and it was a good win for her. Now, I think this would be a very good decision if they book it right. Now, I think she should challenge Tiffany Stratton for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania. And while I think Tiffany Stratton is excellent, she's still newer to the brand here, and I think what a good way to kind of elevate her a lot more than to go up against Charlotte Flair at the show of shows. And also, I think Charlotte will definitely help legitimize the title a little bit more. I know the Women's World Championship is the rebranded SmackDown Women's Championship, which Charlotte Flair has won multiple times. But, you know, for a lot of casual fans, it's still kind of newer because it is a new name. But I think with Charlotte going up against Stratton would not only elevate Stratton a lot more, but also elevate the title just a little bit more. Now, I don't think Charlotte Flair needs to necessarily win at WrestleMania against Stratton. If Stratton wins this one cleanly, it'll boost her a lot more and that title a lot more. And I think really Charlotte Flair could take a loss here or there. So yeah, honestly, I don't have a problem with her winning that Royal Rumble. I think relatively it was a good call if they book it right. Now, if she goes against Rhea Ripley, I wouldn't hate that either. I know her and Ripley have had a lot of matches in the past, but again, out of action for a year, that would be a very good match as well. I just think kind of elevating the young talent in Stratton. I'll see Stratton and Flair. I think that's going to happen. But again, I wouldn't hate a Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair match again at WrestleMania. Now let's go to the tag match between DIY and the Motor City Machine Guns again, which is still weird to see the Motor City Machine Guns in WWE. I still think of them in TNA. But this was actually a very good match. I just think the timing of the match wasn't a good call. And it wasn't a fault to the performers at all. Just the crowd was not into it, which makes sense because they just watched an hour-plus Royal Rumble match with a lot of ups and downs. But I'd recommend you going back to that and watching the event, not really paying attention to the crowd, because the ring action was very good. Both teams are obviously very well talented, and I think the SmackDown Tag Team division is so nice and put together, a lot of good storylines. This is just a case where it was just in a bad spot. And it's hard really to have a match after a Women's Royal Rumble match, or any Royal Rumble match for that matter. So it's more of like the batting order. If you put it in any other pay-per-view or any other slot, this would have been a lot better, a lot more positive reaction, I personally think. I think it was just a case where it was in a bad spot, but the in-ring action was very good. I highly recommend you checking it out. Now, the ladder match between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. What an excellent one. Only about 20 minutes, which was actually perfect timing here. I love how Kevin Owens took control of the match majorly, looking like the psycho monster heel, which we all love with Kevin Owens. Well, for me, I love Kevin Owens as a face or a heel, but he's just an excellent in-ring performer. And there was a lot of crazy spots here. There was one point where I thought the match was legitimately going to end, and towards the end, when Cody Rhodes did the Alabama Slam to Kevin Owens on the bridge ladder, just a lot of crazy moves here. And it made sense. We kind of figured Cody would win here too, but I like to see Kevin Owens take control of the match. Looked really strong here. So again, don't have a problem with Cody winning. You figured as much. And it built Kevin Owens a little bit more, in my opinion, with that. I don't think this is the last time we're going to see him in the main event title picture. Now let's go to the men's Royal Rumble. Unlike past men's Royal Rumbles or any other of the Royal Rumbles, there wasn't really a lot of huge legends or surprises, which I think was a good call. You knew a lot of wrestlers that were going to be in their current active members. You didn't really see, I think, any NXT guys on there. Just Raw and SmackDown guys. You had a celebrity there in iShow Speed, which took a huge hit from Braun Breaker. I like to start also with Rey Mysterio and Penta at 1 and 2. Could be teasing something for a future match. Let me tell you, a Penta Rey Mysterio match, even at WrestleMania or any other premium live event, would be very good. I did like the appearance from Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. That song is still stuck in my head. That crowd pop for Joe Hendry was incredible. I would go back and watch all the reactions from people in the crowd. Again, it's still weird for me to see a TNA guy, a TNA championship in a WWE ring. Who would have thought? And the stare down between Roman Reigns, John Cena, and CM Punk. It was just a star-studded match. Seth Rollins came in a little bit out there too. It was just just so many good moments in this Rumble. And one thing I really kind of said I didn't like was Logan Paul coming at 30. I wanted like a number 30 to be like a surprise. I love that AJ Styles came back. It would have been great for him to come in at number 30. Number 30 doesn't have to necessarily win, but it would have been nice to have someone a little bit different because Logan Paul, great wrestler, good in the ring. Just at number 30, a little bit disappointing. But towards that end, we saw Reigns, Punk, and Rollins get eliminated, and they were all attacking each other outside of the ring, while Uso, John Cena, and Logan Paul were in the ring. It was just crazy. We're going to be teasing something. I think we'll see a Roman Reigns-Seth Rollins match heading into WrestleMania. I don't know if we're going to have with CM Punk, but that little in-ring action there, that double slam from Rollins to Reigns, was absolutely brutal. I thought Reigns legitimately got hurt there. Let's talk about the final two with John Cena and Jey Uso. Now, the younger me, I know a lot of other younger fans, or even myself, who still think that the young kid watching really wanted John Cena to win, but it ended up being Jey Uso. And honestly, I actually like that Jey Uso won, and I'm actually happy that John Cena didn't win the Royal Rumble. I know it's kind of weird to say, but hear me out with that. In 2024, when John Cena said 2025 will be his retirement tour, he did mention that 25 will be his last Royal Rumble, last Elimination Chamber, and last WrestleMania, so on and so forth. I think if he did win the Royal Rumble here, that month gap between the Rumble and WrestleMania, he's not going to be doing that much. Now, yeah, say if he did win, he probably would have some sort of a match at Elimination Chamber, but that would be a guaranteed win. We already knew that because we already knew he's going to WrestleMania no matter what. And he had some good moments in his career in the Elimination Chamber, a lot of memorable wins and memorable moments, so kind of a way to close him out with the year is to put him in the Elimination Chamber. So again, I don't have a problem with it because you give him a purpose for that month filler. And again, it was only January. Do you want him to go chase 17 right away by winning the Royal Rumble? You kind of want to build it up in his final year in WWE. Now, does he win the chamber? Who knows? That could be anybody's guess. But again, that little month period, it's nice that he has something to go for now instead of winning the Rumble and going right to WrestleMania. Now, I know a lot of people were shocked that Jey Uso won, but you know what? I actually don't mind it at all. He's been great as a singles competitor, leaving the tag team division here. Great on the mic, good in-ring work, and has put on some great matches as a singles competitor in recent months. Now, I know he just had a match with Gunther at Saturday Night's Main Event, so that's still a little bit confusing here. It would be interesting to see if he does challenge Cody Rhodes for the title. I would be curious to see if he does that. We don't know exactly who he is going to go up against. But he goes over really well with the crowd, and WWE wants to do something different here. The Royal Rumble is supposed to elevate roster members a lot more with stars. It's a good way to kind of build him up more, winning the Rumble. Now, could he be a main event level guy at WrestleMania? Well, now we'll see. He'll be put to the test, which I think he'll do fine. It'll be interesting to see how they build him up towards WrestleMania, what they're going to do at the Chamber and whatnot too. But still, a lot of good things with WWE. Because honestly, I think the Rumble matches were very good. I think it was a good call here, especially with John Cena not winning, Charlotte Flair winning the Women's Rumble, and Jey Uso winning the Men's one. I don't hate it. And that's just my quick little thoughts here about the Rumble here. What do you think of the Royal Rumble? What do you think of the event? What was your favorite moment? Comment down below. Who do you think should have won? Am I right or am I completely wrong? I'm kind of getting back to the swing of things with this YouTube channel, doing some more long form videos. Going to keep the shorts up and going here, but I'm going to do some more long form stuff down the line, whether it's a review, top 10, some random discussions. Again, This is like a grab bag channel. You never know what you're going to get. But if you do like my jersey content, I have a jersey channel called Fonz Talks Jerseys, where I talk exclusive jersey stuff on there too. So some non-jersey content you'll get on this channel. If you want some jersey exclusive stuff, go on Fonz Talks Jerseys. You can follow my TikTok and Instagram at Fonz the Falcon. Links for that will be down below as well if you want some more short form videos of me blabbering about whatever. I do appreciate all you guys for the love and support here. Check out some shorts too. I did some Fonz tries a food or drink for the first time, where I went back and did some old reviews on some food I tried for the first time, and some other stuff on it, just some NFL, NBA stuff. Check it all out. And check out some past long-form videos I did too. Some past top 10, some past reviews, some discussions, even a Fonz's ranking video, and even looking back in the sports world. Got a lot of stuff cooking up with this channel. And in the near future, I'm going to be changing up the setup here, so definitely stay tuned for that. With that, I'm going to wrap on out of here. Have a good day, good night, good evening, wherever you're watching said video, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace out.